This is the Life's Journey with Best Friends podcast. Listen as two best friends for over 40 years share our experiences, insights, and unique stories.
Okay, welcome back, BFFers. If you're new to Life's Journey with Best Friends, I'm Diana.
And I'm Noelle.
And we're here just to chat about hot topics, our personal life.
We're here to chat about everything, anything. We love your suggestions. And, we just like to talk about what we like to talk about.
Right, and hopefully we're here to entertain you.
Yeah, a little bit along the way. So what topic would you like to talk about first this week, Diana?
So let's talk about aging ungracefully.
Okay. Because we can both talk to this because we both
I think most of our listeners could talk to this.
For sure. So go ahead, you lead off.
So, unfortunately, I got this massive head cold. And I thought it was COVID, but it's not COVID. I tested a million times. I even went to the doctors to get tested. But I have massive stuffiness. I don't know if you can hear it, and a wicked cough. And when I first started out,
I need to stop you right there. Why are you testing for COVID?
I had to test for work.
But you work from home.
I know, but in case I needed to go in the office, So
what would they do if you had COVID?
I would have had to wear a mask, I guess.
So if you have the flu or if you have pneumonia or bronchitis, you don't have to wear a mask?
No, you probably should. I mean, only COVID, I know that you have to wear a mask.
Okay. So as you can hear in the tone of my voice, I don't understand that.
I don't either, actually. And I really wasn't going to test for COVID. But my parents had it and I was wicked sick. I had a fever. And so I was like, yeah, let me just test to see. I didn't want to give it to the kid. I just thought, so I did a home test, right? Which was negative. And I was very excited about that. And then I let work know because I work in a hospital. They got to run everything through, it's called occupational health or employee health.
Right.
And they were insistent that I go get a PCR test, which is the ones they do at like urgent care. So, I was like, okay, well, I really do feel like crap. I really think I have it. So I'm just going to go with it. So I went last Thursday. Oh no, last Friday. I went last Friday and I was negative. I was negative for COVID, flu A and flu B. I kind of wish I had something because I can't, it's been over a week and I still have this craziness. So
I understand if you're going to be around people that have like immunity issues, they're compromised in any way, but in the same respect, if you have a cold or the flu or anything, you shouldn't go near them anyway. So it really shouldn't matter whether it's COVID or not. However, I don't know, it just drives me crazy. Like, what? Why?
I know. I don't know. I don't have to test for the flu if I have it, right?
Right, exactly.
At work.
So I was sick beforehand. Yeah, I was sick before that, and I ended up with bronchitis, but it was okay for me to go to work. I'm like, what? Whatever. So sorry, that was just my
That's all right. Your rant.
Yeah.
And so then I started. I had the massive sneezes and coughs, and as a woman at the age of 55 and 4 children, everybody knows what happens when you cough and sneeze.
Yep.
I literally was like, I don't know how much information is too much information, but I was doing laundry. I kept pissing myself because, you know, when you cough and you sneeze,
Yes, it's
oh.
awful,
So
awful,
finally,
awful.
I'm like, Jim, I gotta go buy pads because I'm in South Carolina, so I don't have anything down here. I'm like, and then I go and buy, I just wanted pads. What the fuck? It drives me crazy. I just wanted to buy a no-winged pad that I could put on and use for when I sneeze. So I thought I was getting that. I ended up buying fucking panty liners that were this big. I swear to God, I was like, who the fuck is this gonna protect? Because it ain't me. And I had to use like two of them.
So you should have, they have them in the
I know,
other
but
aisle.
I must have picked up. There's a million things you're looking at, right? So I'm looking at a million of them, heavy flow, light flow, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't need that. I just need something.
So,
And of course I grabbed the wrong one. So,
so
but that's my age.
they have another aisle for incontinence.
I don't want those. Those are old people shits. I wanted just a normal pad. I didn't want to go buy anything for incontinence because I'm not incontinent. I just cough and sneeze
Wait
and
a
it leaks
minute.
out. It leaks out. Can't, I mean, when you cough and sneeze,
They
I can't
have,
help it.
right.
I didn't want the full fucking underwear.
No, they have ones just for the sneezing and the peeing. It's not the
Oh, they
full
do? I
underwear.
just was like, there's no fucking way I'm going into the incontinence aisle. Nuh-uh, not happening. I know
You
I'm
were
old, but
embarrassed.
I'm not that old.
You could have said it was for your mother.
Hey, I could have. But so, you know, I mean, it's just, that's my aging ungracefully. It's awful.
Yes, it completely is
When am
awful.
I
I was
gonna
having
be
that,
at 85? I'm gonna need those fucking diapers.
right. So, like, how do we fix those? Kegel. That's all I know is you got
That
to Kegel, 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 Kegel.
Okay, so let me tell you this story. So my 90-something-year-old grandmother was having issues. She went to a woman, uh, it's like gynecological, urological something, right?
Yeah.
It's combined. And my grandmother only had one child. But because as you get older, your inside muscles get loose
Yep.
and things drop, right?
Yeah.
And she was helping my grandmother out, and I said to her, she's only had one baby. I go, I have had four. What am I gonna be like? And she goes, all I can say to you is Kegel. And I was like,
Hey,
okay. But I
have you?
don't know, as we do them right now, as we say the word, I'm sure
I know, right?
everybody, all the women were listening, and we say the word Kegel, you start doing it immediately.
Yep, absolutely. Have you seen the little like insert thing that you
The
can put in?
pessary, it's called a pessary.
Well,
Yes.
yeah, but there's one like that's connected to your phone, and you can like watch how much, I don't know if this is the right word, tighter you get or stronger it gets, and you can play games. So yeah,
You
you're
can play
making it,
games with what? The thing inside you?
yeah, like when every time you kegel, it makes something move, and you can
Oh
move
no, so
along
I'm
like
talking
track.
about something else, I think. That's
Your
ridiculous.
pictory thing, that's to hold your,
That's, yeah, everything in place.
yeah. No, I'm talking about something to actually help you kegel. Yeah.
I never
So
heard of
you
it.
should, yeah, check it out. It looks like a little dumbbell. It's like this big. Yeah. I don't
No,
know.
I'm not checking it out. So I'm not gonna check it out. I'll just buy my pads and hopefully I just
And
again,
kegel,
that's
just
all.
kegel.
Yeah.
So
Crazy.
yeah, I
So
was
that's
sick the week beforehand, and I kind of had that issue too. It wasn't to that extreme, but every once in a while I'd be like, oh geez, yeah.
oh, it's brutal.
Oh, Diana, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's all right. It is what it is.
Did you run out of underwear?
Yeah. Had to do laundry.
Hey, there
It's
were
awful.
times, you gotta wear your husband's underwear sometimes too, whatever. It
Oh,
all
I was
works.
just,
It all comes out in the wash. It's all good.
yeah, I was not happy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So my on aging gracefully, besides that, is driving. This is awful. So when I was in Connecticut last week with Julie, let me tell you, Connecticut has won the internet for the worst fucking drivers ever. Oh my gosh. And I don't mean that they drive like it's
Crazy?
oh my gosh, they're so fast. They don't even look when they come on the highway. They cut you off. I was going 80 and these people were flying by me.
And I heard the cops are really bad in Connecticut.
They need to be because these people were absolutely insane. And when I came home and I said something to Dave, he was like, yeah, because we used to drive to Ohio all the time to see Emily. He's like, don't you remember me complaining? I'm like, no, I had my headphones in. I wasn't listening to you.
Well,
But
you're always complaining, so no, I'm
yeah.
just
um, but I'm like, it was scary. It was that bad. So then I'm like, okay, I thought it was just me. I thought, okay, maybe I'm just getting older and I'm already kind of a slow driver anyways.
Did you
But
drive a
what?
because of your car?
My
It's what
car,
you
yeah. Well,
drive.
I used to have the soccer mom, what do you
Minivan.
call it? Yeah, minivan, and now I drive the Lesbaru. So, and it's gets me where I love it, love it, love it, love it.
I don't
But then
think you can say that.
I can't. It's my car. And
Sure.
my friend actually told me that's what it was called, and
Okay.
she's gay, so I can say it. No, so I thought it was just me getting old, being like, okay, these crazy kids, they're driving. No, Dave was like, no, they're absolutely insane down there. So congratulations, you Connecticut assholes. You drive worse than any masshole ever could. So there's my
Do you
little bitch
consider
about
yourself a masshole driver?
no,
Why
no,
not?
because I don't live in Massachusetts.
I know, but that's where you learned how to drive, and you
Yeah, but I'm not a
you
masshole.
were always wicked cautious driver. You were always a good driver,
Yeah,
always.
I've always I think because that's another irrational fear. I'm gonna like die in a car accident. So
I think that's one of mine too.
yeah, like a panic, like it's gonna catch on fire and blow up or something. That's my craziness. But yeah, so
Yes,
that's my aging gracefully is I know we've
having to
complained
deal
about
with
the drivers. Yeah,
right.
they just fucking awful, awful, awful. With also the people, all these drivers, now there's more cars on the road because everyone's back to school. So it's that time of year where now I'm sitting in more traffic. So I'm just like, okay, is it just me being a grouchy old lady? But clearly it's not. And
Uh,
with this time of year, kids are back at school and also football has started again. So
yes.
that is exciting. It's not as exciting for me as it used to be, when Tom Brady was our guy.
Right. I don't think it's as exciting for any New Englander
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Patriots
But
suck.
yeah, I know. But we do family fantasy football.
So do we.
I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea. I do give everyone a ration of shit when it's my week to play them. But so like this week, I played my brother and my nephew. They're sharing a team, and I was like, "Yeah, you guys are going down." They kicked my ass. But it's all on the family chat. It's kind of fun. Um, I've never won. I've never come in last either. So I have to be grateful for that, but it does kind of make it fun. So you do fantasy football too?
Yeah, we have a family fantasy football. It's all the kids and their spouses.
Mhm.
And it's fun. And we're the same way. Talk shit. My
Yeah,
kids were pissed at me because second round I took a quarterback. You're not supposed to do that. But I
I
wanted to
did
make
that.
I wanted to make sure I got Patty Mahomes. So and then
Oh my
they
gosh.
they got so mad at me because half my team is Kansas City Chiefs.
That's so funny.
And I was
I
supposed
did
to
that
win
a
the
long
league.
time ago. We used to do a fantasy football with the softball parents, and I had no idea. And we actually did it live in person. We would go out to a bar and do it. And
Yeah.
I like my second pick, I picked Tom Brady. And all the guys looked at me, they're like, "You're not supposed to take, your quarterback in the second round." I go, "I don't want anyone else taking him, so tough shit, he's mine."
That's how I feel. And they get all mad at you. They're like, you're not supposed to take that this early. I'm like, well, why can't I? It's what I want. Why can't I? Well, you're not supposed to.
Well, it's not in the rules.
I know. I can
Right.
take whoever the fuck I want when I want.
Right.
Right?
If you want to pick all QBs, go right the well, no, you can't do
I
that, but
can't do that. But it is a lot of fun and it gets us, chatting in the group chat. And one year I came in last place, but because there's only 8 of us, everybody makes the playoffs and I ended up winning the league.
you're
I
kidding.
had like 2 wins and one was the championship game and I beat Billy. He was so pissed at me.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Do you guys do it for money?
No, we just do
Oh,
it for bragging rights.
we
They
do it.
all the boys and even Lauren actually are in pay leagues. So this
Yeah.
one's just a fun league.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so we do it for like, I think it's $20. Originally, we did it for this like statue that we made. But and then everyone kind of added stuff to it. So someone put some beads from Louisiana on it. There's a couple of pins, and that kind of gets passed around for a while. I made it out of a vase and a puppet. I mean, it is the cheapest,
That's awesome,
cheesiest,
actually. I love
stupid
it.
thing. Yeah. So I mean, it is mostly for bragging rights, but we did add a little cash to it just for shits and
Make it
giggles.
even a little bit more fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I get it.
Couple of
I get it.
Yeah, a
I
couple of
played
Chris's friends are in it too, so that kind of makes
nice.
it fun for them.
Yeah. We just, like I said, it's just 8 of us, and actually, it's really 7. We put Meg in, and she gets auto drafted, but she never does anything for her team. So, but we needed that 8th person, so we stuck her in.
That's funny.
Yeah. It's fun. I like it. I just don't, the kids don't tell you the stuff you need to know. They all knew that they should get a quarterback and a receiver or something that kind of go together because that's how you get the most points. No one
Right.
told me that. So this year, I remembered that from last year. I went out and I grabbed Patty Mahomes and I grabbed Pacheco, who is now out, which I'm really pissed at because I was
Yeah.
hoping I was gonna do really well. And I also took Kelsey, and I don't know, I have like five Chiefs on my team, so
Yeah, I
oh
was
well.
about
I
to
really
grab
wanted to
Kelsey.
win.
Yeah,
I
I
was
was about
trying
to
to
grab
stack my
Kelsey and my
team.
kid did. So I was like, no, that's mine. I want him. Was like, oh, tough shit, you didn't pick them. I'm like,
Yeah.
what are you gonna do?
Nah, nothing you can do, right?
No. Hopefully they'll trade, but we'll see. We try. I'm
Yeah,
all
they try to do like towards the end when it's just like doesn't matter, they're like trade in and
Mhm.
whatever. So yeah, it's fun.
It
It's
is.
nice. It's a family thing. I love when we do stuff like that.
Yeah, me too. I
And
do
you
too.
can trash talk. I feel like it brings you a little bit closer.
Yeah, Ashley decided to join it this year and she knows nothing. I mean, nothing about football. And she's like, texts me like literally a half hour before the draft. What do I do? I'm like, put it on auto draft. I'm not going to explain to you what to
Yeah,
do at this
they'll pick the
point.
best player for you. And it actually not a bad thing to do,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, yep.
Auto
Yeah,
draft.
because it picks the next best thing for you. So,
Yeah.
but we have my dad's wife takes it very
Oh,
seriously.
really?
Oh, yeah. So like she won't even do the family league because we kind of fuck around, you know?
Right.
So
That's how we are.
yeah, and she will not do a draft online and she will tell you, no, I take this way too
He needs to be
seriously.
in person.
Yep. She's like, I will not do auto draft. I will not do any kind of draft online. I was like, okay. So, but I'm like, well, it's just for fun. She's like, nope, not doing it. And I'm like, all right, well, she's honest. So
Yeah, hey, whatever.
yeah, exactly. Whatever. Um, so another thing that I've been doing online for a little bit, I'm not even sure if it's online, is a game called Swordle.
Okay. I
So
gave up on Sweardle.
I know. So Chrissy and I have been doing it ever since, just about every single day. So Swordle is, if everyone knows the other thing, Wordle, which is every day you have to guess this word, and it gives
5
you like,
letters.
yeah, it gives you six different chances, I think,
6
six or seven.
chances, 5 letters, right?
Yeah. And this is different. This is Swordle. It's a swear word, and
But you know
it's
what? Sometimes they're not swear words. And I was
well,
like, this is so stupid. And I stopped it.
I know it's four letters and it's four tries, but I think it's the person that created it is from England, so some of their swear words are not the same as
Makes
ours.
sense.
Yeah,
Every
yeah.
time I did it, my word was shit. SHIT. And it never was shit. I was like,
Well, they can't always be the same
well, I
word.
started it out as, that's why I'm like, oh, let's try shit. No.
Right.
One time I feel like it wasn't a swear.
One time I agree, and then I think we looked it up, and it was an English form of something, and
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, why the hell would we know that? So
Right.
I keep getting stuck. I always forget you can use the same letter twice.
Yes, that
Yeah,
gets me in Wordle too.
yeah. Do you still play Wordle?
All the time, every day. I'm 67 street, day street.
I didn't know that. Oh, we should
Yeah,
play.
and another thing is we have a family Wordle group. So every morning you send out your Wordle, what you got it in. 6,
Oh,
4, 3, 2. Yeah. It's not everybody. But it's family Wordle. It's Lauren, Will, Jim, Matt, and myself.
oh, that's nice. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I think
Yeah.
maybe I'll start that because my dad and Ginger do Wordle every day, and they
I
post
know
it on
your dad
Facebook.
loves Wordle.
They post it every day on Facebook, and I want to be like, Dad, get a life, you know. But what am I talking about? I'm doing Swirtle every day.
I also play Wordle with Derek, a friend of mine. Like we send it every day. And our thing with that is to see who can send it the earliest in the morning.
Oh God.
Sometimes, you can't sleep. You're sending Wordle off at 2, 3, 4 in the morning.
Oh my gosh. Don't add me to that, please.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
those
fun.
things are really fun. I don't really play any other games. Like I start to, and then I kind of get bored with like,
Yeah. I'm surprised I lasted this long in it, but it's fun. I
well,
think
that's
it's
good.
because we have these little groups.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Do you play any other games like on phone apps or anything?
Um, like yeah. I do like a word search every day.
Okay.
Uh, I do this find the missing items. Um, I do Monopoly Go.
Wow, you play a lot of games.
Yeah, I don't play them every day, but
Hmm.
you know, well, I guess I do play them every day. Because some of them you have to do daily. There's like a daily thing. So
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Yeah, I get that. So what I do daily, it's not even a game. It's on Bing. So you know the search engine Bing. If you
Yeah.
complete all of this kind of stuff, you get points. So, you know, you have to do your searches, you have to answer questions or what I don't even know. So it's like there's one screen where it says, you know, do you know these almost like trivia, do you know these six things? And then another thing, complete this word puzzle, but I don't do that. And then it'll say,
Like for your brain, like to help.
no, no, I don't know how to explain it, but it's basically you're searching on the Bing search engine and they give you points and then you can redeem the points for gift cards. So
Ah,
yeah, so I just kind of go on and do the thing. And right now, I'm up to like $40 on a Amazon gift card. And I'm
wow,
basically
look
just
at you.
do,
I'm gonna have to go look at that. So
yeah,
tell us what where it is.
yeah, it's basically all the stuff I'm searching anyways. I'm just doing it on the Bing search thing. I mean, there's all different types of things you can redeem the points for.
I love the Amazon gift card. That's
Yeah,
perfect.
right.
It's
So
like
I
free
can,
money. I mean, it is free money.
it is, it's totally free money. And but you can do it like if you're into Candy Crush, you can get a gift card for that. You can get gift cards for oh my gosh, like literally
I
anything
don't
that you
spend
can
any
think.
money in games, that's the thing.
Right. Well, this, I think, you're able to do that if you want to. You can also
Yeah.
donate it to like the Special Olympics and they'll send them
Okay.
cash too.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
yeah. So there's all different things. If anyone's interested, give us a shout and I'll let you know. But I learned
Julie
this a
can
long
post it.
yeah, I learned it for a long time ago from Nick. So I've been doing it for quite a while and it's always been $5 here, $5 there, or
That's
whatever. And I was like,
awesome.
I'm like, oh, let me try and see how long I can go for. So
Does it take
like,
forever to add up though, to get the $40 or?
yeah, I've been doing this probably since March. Yeah. But you know what? I'm always looking at stuff anyway, so why not use their thing? And I don't,
Instead of Google, you use Bing.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And then
I'm gonna
that's
have to look
exactly
that up.
why they do it.
Right, because they want Google's, though everybody knows Google.
Right, right. All right. So our question of the week that we had put out there on Facebook was, when should parents be held legally responsible for the criminal actions of their children? This is a very sensitive and difficult question to answer.
Well, I
So
think right now too, with that whole shooting, you know, it kind of brings
yeah,
it full circle. It brings it front and center again.
yes, absolutely. So this kind of got brought up, the subject or this question got brought up because of most recently with the Apalachee High School shooting of with Colt Gray. And it, when you look back in the history of what has
This kid, he was
happened in that
failed by
family,
everybody.
yeah, I feel like the parents should be taking some type of responsibility.
Oh,
Uh,
I totally agree with you on this one. Totally
and
agree with you.
it's very difficult to say that because they didn't pull the trigger.
You're a gun owner, so you know what
Yeah.
I mean? You know how to be responsible.
Yep.
You know that if your child has mental illness or bullied very badly, you do not buy him an AK or an
Any type of
AR.
any firearm. Yeah, the school year last year, there were some threats on social media. They came, they
To his
being the FBI,
house.
they came and they interviewed him. They interviewed his father. The kid said, "No, I didn't do it. It wasn't me." So, but however they led to him, there was a reason why they went to go speak to him. The parents knew that there were some mental issues. There was issues with his mom. He's got a lot of family issues. So there were a lot of different things in the background that the parents should have been aware of. And then,
I'm sorry, I just want to interject. So the mom wasn't always there. I don't
no,
believe she was a full live-in mom,
no, she was
24, because she had her own demons. The
right.
dad, and this is only from what I read, the dad was raising him, and I'm not sure of how nice of a person he was.
Okay,
From what I read, he was verbally abusive, um, to him and to the mom.
right.
But
Yeah,
they left him with the dad, so
right. Well,
that's why
right. He was the most stable out of the two. Like you said, she had her demons. She was into drugs. There were a lot of issues there. So clearly the kid was coming from a non-stable family.
Mhm.
They need, the parents, okay, let's just say the dad he was living with knew that he had issues, knew that he was being bullied in school, knew that there were mental issues, but yet,
Yeah.
still bought him
But
the
chose
gun.
to buy him a Christmas present that was a assault rifle.
Right. So
Doesn't
now
make sense.
it doesn't. Now, me being like our family, who we are, um, our family hunts, we're,
Yeah.
you know, we have 4 children. There are 2 of our children that we have bought firearms for. They are older. We did not buy them for them when they were not of age.
15, 16.
Yep, this was different. This was a totally different
Right.
situation. Our other 2, not that they have mental issues, but they're just not the
They
right
don't want to
person.
be around
Yeah,
that.
they're not comfortable. Put it that way.
Right.
They're not comfortable around that. So we're like, we're not going to force that on them. The other
Right.
2, yeah, it's completely fine. So we know our children. That
The
now, with
dad,
that being said, do people really know their children? I don't know.
I mean, did he just buy this to shut him up? I mean, he knew the kid was getting bullied. He
Right.
said he talked to him, you know, whatever. He took him out hunting. I don't know, but
And that's okay. You can
I
still
don't
take
think you
someone out
buy
and you
your
don't have to buy them a gun.
or an assault any gun, but an
Right.
assault rifle.
Doesn't matter. Right.
I
So
I you know what I just did in my own head? Assault rifle. That it's an AR-15, right? Does that
uh,
stand for assault rifle?
yeah.
Dong.
Oh,
I just got that. The light bulb. Did you see it go over my head?
yes, I see it right behind
Sorry.
you. You were today years old. No, that's okay.
I
Sometimes that
was
happens
today
to
years
me all
old
the
when I
time.
realized that
Yeah,
AR-15 means assault rifle.
right. And don't worry about it. I do shit like that all the time. And I'm like, oh man, sometimes I'm like, how did I get this far in life? Like, what
I mean, like, seriously, how did I not figure that out sooner?
It's all right. So, in doing so think about it. We were really good kids, right?
I feel bad though. I just need to talk about, I go back and forth with this because as a parent, I'm putting myself in the shooter's.
That's what I wanted to do. Yeah, I was going to say that us being really, really good kids and our parents knowing that we were really good kids, we still did stupid shit, right?
I mean, and if you're getting relentlessly bullied and no one is doing anything, I mean, I'm not saying it was right for him to do, but something's got to be done with these kids. Like, I mean,
The
they had nowhere to
likelihood,
turn. The thing that they're so backed into a corner that they feel the only way out is to kill people,
mhm, yep,
and it just breaks my heart for him because as a mom, you don't want to see your kid bullied or outcast and you feel bad. But then you got the other hand, now these poor parents who have lost their children or even the teachers, the spouses,
right,
it's your heart breaks all around.
right. Absolutely. And it's a tough call. It's a tough situation. So you think you're raising your kids to be right, but you don't know what they do when they're not in your home. You really don't.
Correct.
So what if your kid is the bully kid that you don't know they're the kid that bullies? Like, how do you be like, no, my kid would never do that, but yet clearly they are doing that. So
Right.
there's that kind of catch. Like, okay, so is that parent really, should they be held responsible for those
Yeah.
type of things? It's a
Excuse
really
me.
fine line. So I will tell you that typically parents, and I looked this up on a law site. So parents typically can't be criminally prosecuted for their children's acts simply because they are the parents. It's certainly
Really?
if the Yep, if certainly the parent participates or encourages the act, the parent could be charged directly as a accessory or even a co-conspirator. But such involvements are pretty rare. Now, there's always caveats to everything. There's also now contributing to the delinquency of a minor, like maybe in this case, purchasing them a gun. That's a reason why the family or the parent could be held liable for it. So these are the laws that are used to prosecute parents. These laws punish any adults, including parents, who cause or contribute to a child's criminal act. For
And
example,
that's,
if you buy them booze, and
you
that's
buy
your
them an
supply of alcohol to
AR-15.
a minor. Right. So the same thing with, purchasing them a gun when they're underage. Exactly the same thing. So that's why, these laws are in place. Improper supervision is another law. So some states punish parents for failing to supervise their children properly, like habitually absent from school. Do you remember what was if you were always tardy? Oh
The
my God,
truant
the
officer.
truant officer. Yeah. So that's really such a
Was
thing.
that
And
a real thing? And they're always like, oh, the truant officer is going to come to your house. I'm like,
well, no,
is
it
there
really
really
was.
one?
Yeah, because back in the 20s and the 30s, when parents weren't sending their children to school because they had to get them to go out and work,
Mm-hmm.
it's by law, you have to send your children to school. So they have the truant officers. So yes, it really is a thing. And then there is a firearm statute where many states require parents to secure their gun and ammunition, and with resulting criminal penalties if they fail to do so. And in some states, the parents will be charged with child endangerment for allowing access to, the children with the guns. So you would not believe this, but this goes all the way back to 1906, where,
Really?
yeah, where people were trying to charge the parents because their children were unruly or, whatever. And there were many different instances, but it was Colorado that first started it in 1906. But then by the time the 60s rolled around, 48 out of the 50 states had parental responsibility laws on the books.
Imagine
It,
that.
isn't that crazy? Yeah, who would know that?
Makes sense, actually.
Right. So I think one of the first kind of cases recently that happened was Crumley. I don't know if you remember this. This was back in 2023, where no 2021, where Ethan Crumley killed 4 students and
No, I
wounded
don't
several
remember this.
others at a high school. And his mother and father were both charged with involuntary manslaughter, and
Really?
they have gone to jail. Yep, the wife was tried first, or the mom was tried first, and she was convicted on 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter. And then the dad went a couple of months later, and he was charged as well. It's kind of crazy to think about that, but they charged them with failing to secure a gun, and that was the gun that the kid used in the shooting.
Okay, well
So
I mean,
this is
hey,
happening. Yeah,
you
it's
should have
happening
had your
more and
gun in
more.
a safe.
Right. Exactly. That's what you're
I mean, I
supposed to. I
guess
mean, why wouldn't
this
you
is,
even think to do that?
I don't know. This is my thought on the whole issue. Like with this, like you said, it's a fine line, right?
Yeah,
I mean, this was negligent on the dad's part. He bought him the
100%. Yeah.
gun. Yeah. And it's like, I guess in some other cases, maybe I don't feel that it's the parents' fault, but I relate it to if you bought your underage kid alcohol
Yep.
and then they went out and killed somebody, you
Right.
should be charged.
Yeah.
And that's
Absolutely.
what this guy did. He bought his underage kid an assault rifle
Mm-hmm.
and he went out and killed somebody.
Right. Yep.
So I have no sympathy for the dad whatsoever. I
No,
do feel bad for the kid.
right. That's a great analogy. Yeah. I mean, I feel bad for the kid. Just he had a hard life, but he also chose to do what he
I
did.
know.
You know.
I know.
So
There was a good Jodi Picoult book that was about a high school shooting, and it was very interesting. And what happened was one kid was being bullied and he shot up the school,
Mhm.
and it was like a Columbine type thing.
Yeah.
And there was a girl that was dating the quarterback, or he was a football player, and he was abusive to her.
Oh.
During this time, she was hidden in like the gym, and so wasn't the shooter. She was good friends with the shooter, I believe. I can't really remember the story, and we'll have to look it up. But she got the gun and killed her boyfriend that was abusive during this whole high school
Oh,
shooting, and was gonna let the kid take the fall for it. For the longest time, she didn't say anything. And then at the end of the book, she came clean and ended up going to, I think she went to jail because she admitted that she killed the boyfriend.
yeah, I've been reading so many self-help things. Not that that doesn't sound depressing, but maybe just, something a little different besides a self-help book for a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's not depressing, the book. I mean, you feel bad. It's a good book. I mean, it's sad and,
Right,
but it's well written. Good
right.
book.
No, I understand what you mean, for
Oh,
sure.
excuse me.
So what happens though? Let's just say you raise your child, quote unquote, right, and they still decide that they're going to be bad. Like, you can't control if your children become addicted to drugs or alcohol. I mean, that's their choice. And they go out and something like, they drunk
Drunk
driving,
driving.
and they kill someone. Um, and they're underage.
Everybody, I mean, we've all
And
made
you didn't
terrible
supply the
mistakes.
alcohol. Yeah, you didn't supply the alcohol. None of that actually comes back to you. In that case, do the parents, should they be prosecuted? No, I
No,
don't think so.
not at
No,
all.
yeah.
We've all
So,
done stupid shit like that, and luckily we didn't do
right,
anything horrible.
right,
But in that case, I don't feel that a parent it wasn't the parent's fault, right? The
right,
parent didn't supply the alcohol.
right. Well, what about in the case of, say, you're working nights and you're, a single parent and you're working nights, and your kid is out doing something stupid and commits burglary and gets arrested? Should that be your fault because you're working nights?
No, no,
Why?
you didn't supply anything that could attribute to him robbing a house,
But
right? It
you
was
may
his
not,
choice
but you may not be considered
or
a good
hers.
parent in anyone's eyes because you're working at night and you're
That
not there to
doesn't mean
watch your children.
just because you're not a good parent doesn't mean you need to go to jail.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It's
yeah,
you got the child has to have some responsibility in their actions, right?
right.
I feel like the only time a parent should be charged is if they have a hand in it.
Mhm.
Like, I mean, this guy didn't have he bought a gun as a Christmas present for a mentally unstable person that went off and killed people. He had a hand in it.
Oh, I agree with you in this point, but like,
Yeah. But
it shows a fine line. Yeah, it's
if you
hard
have
because
so let's just say you have a child that has some issues, right?
Mhm.
Goes out, you're home cooking dinner. That child says, "Fuck you. I'm done being around. I'm gonna go out." Goes out and robs somebody. How would that be attached to you? It wouldn't.
it shouldn't be.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
right.
mean,
And
sometimes it's sad to say you just have a bad egg, literally.
and that does happen. It does, no
Yeah.
matter what you do. Yeah, some people just,
Chemical imbalance, I think, in some people.
yeah, absolutely. So yeah, we're really interested in what our BFFers think about this, and what their arguments are. Some people are completely like, no, regardless, you're their parent, you should know what they're doing all the time. You should be prosecuted. And others are like, whoa, whoa, wait a minute. Nope,
And
these
no,
kids have their own minds. So yeah,
so
it'd be interesting to see the conversations that people want to have about this.
absolutely, I'd love to hear that. And to say that you should, like, I mean, you don't, that the people that say you should always know what your kid is doing, I'm sure that parent, when they were a kid, hid shit from their parents. I mean,
Oh yeah,
we all do it. and it's just different. This case, I think, is just different from others.
Yeah. Oh, most definitely. Yeah. There were so many warning signs. Come on, the FBI
feel
was
bad.
involved. Yeah.
I know, right? It's
Yeah.
like, what the hell do you got to do? Now, look at, they always say it takes somebody to get killed or hurt or whatever, and that's what happened.
Yeah. Which is so unfortunate. You hope that they get the help that they need.
It's so hard to be a parent.
It really is. I don't know if
You think it's going to be such an exciting time for you? And I mean, honestly, going all the way back to like being pregnant, you're scared the whole time you're pregnant, something's going to be wrong. You give
Right.
birth, you're scared the whole time they're infants that something's going to happen. You send them off to school, you're scared the whole time something's going to happen. They start driving, you're scared. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
every step they go away to college, you worried something's going to happen. I mean, it's like, as a parent, it's just, it's a lot of work.
Why did we do this? Tell me
I
again, why did we become parents? I don't understand that.
Why did you do it 4 times?
I don't
What was I
know.
thinking? No wonder I'm so gray.
Oh, yeah, craziness. But
So let's hear your thoughts, BFFers. Let us know what you think on this case.
yeah, for sure. We
Love
would
to hear it.
know. And we're open to both sides of it. We'd love to hear,
Yeah,
your reasoning.
That's absolutely.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, I guess that's it for us this week, right?
Yes, that's it.
Okay. All right. So we'll see you guys all next episode. We hope you have a wonderful week. Oh, we do have what do we have?
Yes, we have a couple guests coming up. I'm
Yeah,
very
we do.
excited about.
Yeah, so you guys will have to definitely tune in. Is that right?
Tune in. So with this being Suicide Awareness Month, we have a couple people we're going to talk to. One is my friend from Woburn. His name is Noah. He's my son Jason's age, and he's amazing. Kid's amazing. He started this foundation called Kick It for a Cause, which is for suicide prevention, and we're going to have him on.
So we're also going to have Irene on, who has won a scholarship that was a dedication for Julie's son, and we'll get more into that next episode. So we're going to interview them and find out, what these two young people are trying to make
How
a difference.
they got
in mental health.
involved. Yes,
Yeah.
it's all tied in. I mean, it'll be interesting to see how they got involved, what made them, and what's going on in their life right now.
Yeah, because this is definitely something when we were younger that no one talked about. That none of that was made aware.
I feel
to
like
us.
it's so more prevalent right now. I mean, when we were growing up, I don't think I knew anybody.
I don't think I did either, now that you say that, but who knows? I mean, we
We've
did
been
live in a
touched all
small city.
around. Yeah.
Yeah, so that could be it too. But yeah, I mean, it's great that this information is getting out there. It's great that people are talking about it. So
It's not a stigma anymore, mental
yeah.
illness.
Yeah. And, these are really exciting things. It's not sad that these kids are doing. They're doing some wonderful
They're
work.
helping. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So that's
We
great.
need more people like them.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So that's it for us this week, BFFers. We will see you next week. And always remember, it is best to have a friend with 2 chins than
2 faces. I only have one.
I got the chins. All right. We'll see you next week.
I meant face. I only had one. I didn't mean chins.
I knew what you meant. All right. Love you. Bye.
You've been listening to Life's Journey with Best Friends. For details on any of the things we've mentioned in the podcast, including photos, visit our website lifesjourneybff.com. You can also email us at lifesjourneybff@gmail.com or visit us on Facebook, Instagram, or Threads.
Remember, no matter where life takes you, you are never alone when you have a best friend by your side. Until next time.